Here we are with the Genshin Impact version 4.6 special program. Just as a heads up, I am a bit out of it this morning, so just apologies in advance.
It has been millennia since the fall of Remuria, and its history has long faded.
It
has been millennia since the fall of Remuria, and its history has long faded into the mists of mythology and superstition.
Completely forgot about that place.
Legends tell of how before the birth of the court of Fontaine, there was an empire known as Remuria. Remurians believed their king Remus would bring eternal prosperity to the islands of the High Sea. However, the God King's seers prophesized discord. The greatest empire will face the most utter destruction, and this is Fortuna. Thus did the God King derive the primordial plan from the cycle of the 7 days and winds blowing over sea and land, and composed a splendorous symphony based upon it. He believed that the polities could escape fate's judgment and attain eternal paradise if they harmonized with his perfect symphony. But today... Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.6 special program! Let's take a look at the trailer!
Wait, is she hosting? Interesting. I thought it was always a traveler.
On occasion, we hold barbecue dinners at the house. They hunt for food, compete with each other, even cooperate. They enjoy participating in activities like that, and the feeling is mutual. After all, it's always possible certain familiar faces will be missing from the crowd the next time a similar event rolls around.
Something has come up, and since it pertains to Cyrus and Sino, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
It was a great plan, shrouded in secrecy.
We all gathered around and celebrated the revival of our Lord.
That's how I gained my power.
The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Participating in the plan will lose a lot of members in the process.
I did not anticipate we would meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis.
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neverlet, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
Interesting.
Transfixed! Everlasting as the moon!
Okay, that gameplay looks alright. It's the first time I've seen it, actually.
An order once given cannot be rescinded.
Oh, what is this?
Do you have any idea what you're doing? You're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find.
I really
didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
A traitor.
Is it just me or is this a very long
Sino
trailer?
was chosen, but he was not the only one.
You'd like me to return my power?
I'm really looking forward to this rite of duels. The wisdom of Hermanubis would have been ours.
I want
Sorry,
you to
whom?
become the next king
Hermanubis.
of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas.
I'm not saying I have all the answers, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
I'll make sure it's drained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I
What
do
the
hope
hell?
you decide to tag along.
What is happening to her?
There are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down.
I don't want to disobey an order from Father.
So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain.
That is so interesting. So it sounds like Fremine is turning against Father. And then Linny and Lynette are forced to defend him, even though they don't really seem to want to. And then Alatino just full on tries to kill him. Wow, that escalated quickly. What does she want that he has? or the person, who did he find that she wants? And why has that put her in rage mode? Holy shit. And then it looks like we've got a new Sumerian character who's got some sort of connection to Sino. That looks interesting.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, there's Traveler.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.6 special program.
Yay! Welcome, everyone!
Yay!
Welcome!
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that everyone would agree that the House of the Hearth isn't an ordinary orphanage. But just in case you needed any convincing, we've invited their voice actors to share some information with us today.
Hey everyone, my name is Erin Yvette. I'm the voice of Arlecchino, the father of the House of the Hearth. You might also recall that she's a Fatui harbinger known as the Knave. I'm so thrilled to have been invited to the special program.
Yeah, hi folks, I'm Damon Mills, the voice of Linny, and he's also a member of the House of the Hearth.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And although he's not a member of the House of the Hearth, we've also brought the harbinger of laughter and cheer, the one and only voice of Arataki Ito.
Yeah,
What
why
up?
though?
It's me, Max Middleman.
Is he
Hey
having a
everybody,
rerun
what's going
or
on?
what?
My bros, my guys, my dudes. Dude, so good.
Are you excited to be here?
Vibes Vibes for days.
All right, well, without any further delay, let's start introducing the new content from version 4.6. I've heard that travelers will be experiencing new content related to the House of the Hearth in the upcoming version. Erin, why don't you give us a rundown on what sort of organization the House of the Hearth is?
Yes, it would be my pleasure. Based on the most recent intelligence reports, the House of the Hearth is a Fatui intelligence organization operated by the Knave. It takes in children who no longer have a home due to all manner of reasons, and they receive an education in a variety of disciplines. Naturally, at the same time as it provides a home, the children also take on various responsibilities.
Okay, this sounds like everything that we already know from the game. Is there more news to hear?
Yes, everyone knows that the House of the Hearth is a rather complicated orphanage, and the Knave, the fourth harbinger of the Fatui, is still hiding many unsolved mysteries. So how about we start diving into all the new information that we have about Arlecchino?
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it!
Okay, first, I want to hear it straight from y'all. What kind of person do you think the Knave is?
Oh, no. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling a lot of pressure right now. This is giving me all sorts of deja vu. I guess during the Fontaine Archon quest, I noticed that Arlecchino was really skilled at directing the conversation. Her way of speaking was incredibly refined and polite, but she was also incredibly intimidating. I mean, remember how Farina pretended not to recognize her and talked about having nightmares? I totally get where she was coming from, but...
Are we really just doing filler content right now? Nobody cares. Can you move on?
That's just an outsider's point of view, right? What is the Knave like as a parent? I think Damon is probably the best person to answer that question. Okay, take it away.
Okay, you were hoping that I would be the weakest link?
Yeah.
Well, she's a very strict father.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Strict. All right, it sounds like she gives everyone an intimidating impression.
Yeah, but I think Arlecchino loves all of the house's children equally, and she would never treat them harshly for no reason, though the kids feel a lot of pressure during her lessons and are often scared speechless by her stern attitude. It's probably for their own good. In an organization like the Fatui, these kids actually need to be more mature, tough, and patient than other children who are their age, you know?
That's actually kind of sad, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Who hurt this Knave? I want to know. Why are they this way?
I think you'll want to know that.
Are you trying to say that she treats the kids like that because she was traumatized?
Ooh, okay. Now that's very sharp of you, but let's keep Arlecchino's secrets hidden for just a little bit longer.
Okay. I do have a question, though. Why did the children call her father?
Well, if you're curious about Arlecchino's past, then you'll have to find your answer in the game.
That's fair.
Her story quest, Ignis Purgatorius, will be released with version 4.6. Now, I don't want to spoil anyone's gameplay experience by saying too much about her quest, okay? But I do hope that travelers will be able to appreciate Arlecchino's unique charm after they've experienced her entire story.
Yeah, Version 4.6 will also introduce a new feature, the Focused Experience Mode. Now, if you use the feature while playing Arlecchino's story quest, then it will minimize the number of times that you'll be interrupted by characters or quest locations being allocated to other quests. So hopefully this mode will help travelers have a better story experience, you know?
Nice.
That's right.
Why doesn't it automatically equip itself? Like, what? Why does it have to be a toggleable feature? If you've got a quest marked as your active quest, why doesn't it automatically prioritize that quest for the characters involved? That's my question. I mean, I'm glad that they're pitching in now and finally making these quality of life changes that have been needed for like years. But I don't think they're doing enough to action it. Oh my gosh, hush you. Work conversation on my phone. I'm ignoring it. I think that it should just be an in-based thing in the game. If you have an active quest, that's where your characters will focus on, as opposed to having to toggle something on and off.
And in the future, this function will become available for more and more quests.
Besides the story quest, I'm also looking forward to hearing the Knave's voiceover lines because Erin's kind of awesome. We'll finally be able to hear what she thinks about the other Harbingers, too.
Yes, I selfishly also think that will be cool.
Yes.
Next, let's take a look at Arlecchino's elegant yet deadly fighting style.
Ooh.
Intrigue!
Yeah!
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Transfixed!
Instead of hearing the music, can we hear the actual combat? This is kind of awkward. Why does she only have one wing as well? I mean, why does she have a wing at all? It's probably the better question, but... It's what confuses me about Final Fantasy VII. Everyone only has one wing for some reason.
I like how she glides.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, she's very elegant. Like, that was a perfect descriptor. Like, elegant but deadly. Like a ballerina of death.
Yes.
Ballerina of
This is so effortless.
I know, right?
Yes. All right, well, if we're going to talk about Arlecchino's combat abilities, then we're gonna have to talk about the Bond of Life mechanic. You might have been a victim to it while you were fighting elite Fatui operatives in Fontaine. Does anyone still remember what a Bond of Life is?
Oh, are you gonna be teaching us about her abilities? Guys, you're too loud. Pipe down. Sorry, let's listen to what she has to say.
Wait, I think I remember. It's the red portion of the HP bar. When you have a Bond of Life active, it'll absorb any healing that your character receives. So they can't regain HP until the Bond of Life value has been healed.
Yeah.
Wait, is this a mechanic we're supposed to have already come into contact with in the game? Can I say that I've honestly never noticed this mechanic in my entire life? Have I encountered it? Is it even active on my low world level? I don't know what you speak of.
Yes,
right?
Very good, student. When Arlecchino has a Bond of Life greater than or equal to a certain percentage of her health bar, her normal, charged, and plunging attacks will be converted to pyro damage, which can't be overridden by other elemental infusions. And while she's in this state, her normal attacks will consume a portion of her current Bond of Life to deal more damage and reduce the remaining cooldown on her elemental skill.
Whoa. Wait a second.
It's a lot.
So you're saying that she'll deal more damage with her normal attack when her Bond of Life is higher?
Put simply, yes.
Whoa, wait a second. No, wait, I get it. Wait, so Arlecchino can give herself a Bond of Life, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, otherwise she'd have to chase down enemies who can put a Bond of Life on her. Actually, that sounds kind of funny.
I'd like to see that. And that brings us to her element.
Is she immune to fire? Because she's standing in a field full of fire. God, I hope that's not what her ability does, just set everything on flame. Because that's really annoying. But she doesn't seem to be taking fire damage. Is that because the Bond of Life is active? Is that because she herself isn't affected by her own fire? Because that's going to get really problematic when you change to other characters standing in a fire field. They're going to start taking fire damage. I don't like this whole propagation of fire situation I'm looking at right now.
Mental skill. Arlecchino's skill doesn't just damage enemies, it
Yep.
also applies a blood debt directive
Sets
to
the whole
any enemy
frickin'
that
field
it
of flame.
hits, which
I hate
will
that.
damage them periodically. And when she uses a charged attack or her elemental burst, she'll absorb nearby blood debt directives. This also allows her to obtain a bond of life based on the number of directives that she absorbed. So don't worry, Max.
Oh, I was very concerned.
I know you were.
Okay, hold on. She can't regain HP until her bond of life is removed, right? So, how does she stay in the fight?
Well, after dishing out damage, Arlecchino's elemental burst will reset the cooldown of her elemental skill and heal her based on her attack and her current bond of life.
Oh, okay.
Also, thanks to one of her talents, while Arlecchino is in combat, she gains bonus pyro damage, but also cannot be affected by any healing effects other than the healing provided by her burst.
Whoa, so...
Wait, what?
She gains bonus pyro damage, but also cannot be affected by any healing effects other than the healing provided by her burst.
Whoa, so that seems like she's as ruthless to herself as she is to her enemies. Like she needs therapy.
Probably. She's kind of a savage. I mean, right. So Arlecchino even has a special kind of movement whenever she uses her charged attack, right?
Ooh, that looks perfect for scaring her enemies.
Yeah, and for putting some serious pressure on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about time to introduce the event wishes in version 4.6. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
So exciting!
All right, during the...
I'm trying to figure out if they said that she can't be healed by other characters, period, or she just can't be healed by other characters during that state. When she's in that state, she can't take healing other than her own. Because that's concerning.
First phase of version 4.6, Arlecchino, the Knave, and Linny will both enjoy a drop rate boost. The all-new 5-star polearm Crimson Moon Semblance will also become available. Also, the Wanderer and Baiju will return in the second phase, so be sure to keep an eye out.
Yay! Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Okay, so Aaron and Damon, do you have any other news you'd like to share?
Actually, I do. Let's discuss the new weekly boss.
Oh
That's right. We were just talking about how the Knave shows different faces to her family members and to outsiders, but in special circumstances, she will reveal another side.
That's right. Are you ready to see a new Knave?
Yes! I am ready!
So ready!
That scythe looks so cool. Interesting. Practically showing us the entire boss battle mechanics. Did anyone leave something to the imagination?
Wow. Not even Linny and Fremine have seen this side of her before.
Although I do notice that Traveler was using a lot of jumping to get out of the way. Why isn't he just dashing?
So the Knave is accepting challengers now?
Oh my gosh, she's so elegant, but also super duper dangerous.
She's smooth. It feels even more badass with twice the badassitude.
Hey!
It's not so simple to see the Knave's other side. She'll appear normally at first, as if she were giving you an ordinary training lesson, waiting to counter your attacks.
Yeah, it seems like she'll dodge all of our attacks like a phantom if we're out of her immediate range.
Yeah, it feels like she's implying that we're all in the palm of her hand.
I mean, you guys know what her personality's like. She doesn't want her children crying or running away from conflict. Instead, she hopes that they'll be able to take the initiative, even if their opponent is their own father. The outside world will not show her children mercy, so neither can she afford to be too forgiving to them. If you do not repay the blood debt directives the knave applies to you, all her attacks against you will be enhanced. But if you manage to out-heal the Bond of Life, the knave will reward you for repaying this blood debt, and your charged attacks against her will be enhanced.
I don't like charged attacks
Don't the
anyway.
bone wings on her back look like spiders?
Yes, that's it.
I don't like it.
Oh my gosh, it's like she has total control of her prey while she watches them struggle and closes the distance. Ugh, it's kind of creepy being the hunted one for once.
Okay. I think we should stop the introduction here. Let's leave some space for everyone to experience the challenge for themselves.
Wait, so I know that many travelers will be wondering about this. The Knave's boss form is tied to her story quest. Normally, players would have to progress the story to a certain point in order to participate in the challenge. But now we have a quick challenge feature for weekly Trounce domain bosses.
Yeah!
As long as travelers are adventure rank 40 or higher, they'll be able to challenge her directly by going to the Adventurer Handbook, going to the Domains tab, selecting Trounce domains, and pressing Quick Challenge.
Oh, that's cool. It's a nice little shortcut to the battle.
I don't know that I agree with that. So they're insinuating that you don't have to have done her story quest and technically unlocked her as a boss battle. You can just shortcut to the boss battle, but wouldn't that be very jarring? You have no context for the battle. You're kind of spoiling for yourself her own story quest. Why would you want to do that? Why wouldn't you just prefer to have it locked behind the story? I mean, the story takes you what? Well, it takes me 2 hours to do it, but that's because I'm stopping to talk throughout the whole thing. If you're not stopping to talk like a normal person, you get through it really, really quickly. I don't see the problem of having the boss locked behind the story quest. That makes sense.
Yeah! Oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to that. That is really valuable information to have. And it also looks like it's my turn to deliver some news. 2 new artifact sets will become available in version 4.6.
That one looks ugly.
Fragment of Harmonic
That one looks
Whimsy
alright.
and Unfinished Reverie. Travelers who are interested in them should stay tuned for more information.
Cool. Oh, you're finished. Okay, wait, how come your update was so short? It wasn't enough for me.
Yeah, give us more.
Okay, I actually do have other news to share.
Ooh.
Yes. In version 4.6, Sumeru City will be experiencing an unsolved mystery. Ooh.
And for some reason, Sino's gotten mixed up in it.
Hey, how did you know about that?
His picture is right there.
Oh, right. Oops. Well, Sino wanted to investigate personally because someone involved in the case has a very unique identity, and the 2 of them share a close connection.
It sounds like there's some serious shenanigans going on.
That's right. Is this a case where we get to use violence if the situation gets too complicated?
Yes.
These are all very good guesses, but I'll offer you one clue that you probably wouldn't be able to guess otherwise. A mysterious youngster with connections to the mystery will make his debut during the case. And Sino's friends are not just freeloaders who only show up for food. Tainari, Kale, Alhaitham, and Kaveh will all come to support him when he's in a pinch. So yeah, if you want to know more about what happens in this case, then be sure to check out Sino's second story quest.
I thought the dude in his story quest would be at least a 4-star on the banners, but they've made no mention of him at all, and no mention of his connection to the banners, which is odd. Why would you make a dude as a character and give him his own, details and appearance, but not have him as a pullable character? That seems odd.
Lupus Aureus Act 2. Travelers can venture to Sumeru and investigate the secrets lurking underneath the sands. In due time, of course.
Sarah, you totally delivered. That was great news. Speaking of great news, I think Damon also has some important information to share.
Wait.
Really?
Wait.
Yes.
Wait. What are we waiting for? We've just presented too much information too quickly. Can we take a break, please, so we can digest all of it, please?
Damon.
Please.
He can't keep getting away with this.
do though.
No, Damon, you're right.
I know.
Let's check out the first redemption code before we continue introducing the new content.
That's what I thought.
That was amazing. That's what I thought.
I still don't know why Ito is here.
What? Already. Hey, Welcome back, everyone. So
Hey!
we've already told you the story of Arlecchino and the House of the Hearth. So why don't we continue the story of Remuria, which you saw in the beginning of the program?
I would like this very much, please.
Yes, you did such a good job. Encore.
A new area of Fontaine will open in version 4.6. Travelers will get to visit the village of Petrichor. Though, would there even be much to see on such a small island?
Well, yeah, guess this is where I'm supposed to really confidently say totally, right?
It is, yeah.
Like the
Okay,
architecture here.
now that you've
Oh my God,
mentioned
it's a lot
it,
of birds.
there's definitely more to this village than meets the eye, right?
Yeah, I think we're focused on the wrong thing here. This is where the kingdom of Remuria's remains lay at rest. So how big was such a glorious and prosperous nation, really?
Oh, well, now that you say that, I mean, this little town looks a whole lot bigger.
So why are there no like archaeologists or historians or anybody of, searching for intrinsic historical value, like exploring these ruins? It seems like this village it looks abandoned from those shots, but I guess it won't be in the actual game. But this seems like the ruins of the original Empire of Fontaine kind of seems, well, from Remuria, seems like a really important part of history that, scholars would be wanting to be delving into. Wouldn't they have constant diving teams?
Now that's a neat trick. Anyway, this is where we'll meet a talking cat. With its guidance, we'll be able to see the civilization that vanished thousands of years ago.
But why a talking cat? Cats don't have anything to do with French history. It's not some sort of sacred animal to the French. Why a talking cat? If this was Egypt or Sumeria, I'd understand, but why Fontaine?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing!
Anything for a talking cat.
As Aaron mentioned at the beginning of the program, King Remus composed a symphony, one with wondrous power that grants the wishes of the human souls dwelling within.
Yes, I'm getting it. I don't
You're
get it.
so not getting
I don't
it.
get it.
I kind of do wish they'd also picked a name other than Remus, because that reminds me too much of Rome. I really wish they'd picked a different name.
It's okay. I will explain it in a few words. So you'll just have to learn about the symphony by going on an adventure with this little cat.
Pretty as well.
I'll avoid spoiling the
Well,
adventure
the cat's
itself,
going
but
swimming,
you'll
is it? Oh, it
arrive
is,
at
too.
the
It's a little
Remuria ruins
bubble.
with the cat. The kingdom's remnants slumber in the depths where the sunlight can't reach. You'll meet a dragon in the deep seas.
That's a dragon? It's like a whale.
So you'll be able to obtain powers relating to the symphony, which will help you explore the lost realm of Remuria. You'll be able to pause the melody within the realm of this ancient civilization. You can also unseal time in places where it stopped.
So these
cool.
powers will let you interact with specific objects in the ruins. That might be useful for solving puzzles during your adventure.
Totally.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, a forgotten statue sits in a recess of the fated castle, silently proclaiming the immortality and glory of a great civilization. It awaits a warrior who would dare challenge the majesty of the ancient ruler.
Oh yeah, that's right. The statue of marble and brass will soon be coming as a boss. You can earn all sorts of materials if you manage to beat it in a challenge.
I'm so hyped for it.
Oh my gosh, yes! And Damon, you did such a great job with
Yes, you
introducing
did.
it.
That was great. That was
Yeah.
great, Damon. Wait, but real quick question. How do we even get to such a remote little island?
That is a great question. Travelers who have already completed the third act of the Archon quest, Song of the Dragon and Freedom, will automatically unlock a teleport waypoint in the village of Petrichor. Hopefully this helps travelers with exploring the new area.
I've heard that this feature will return for many new areas in the future.
So exciting.
Ew, I don't like that. I know the same thing happened in Fontaine. I'm pretty sure you could actually have fast traveled to closer to Fontaine, but I went through a goddamn tunnel, the slow way. But why would you want to fast travel to a location? You want to find and explore the location, not just immediately find yourself in the middle of it. Why can't we just take a boat, like a wave rider or something, and just organically find the island? I don't like that.
So cool. All right, that's all the information that we have about Fontaine for now.
And now, outside of the region, ...
It seems like a new style of rock and roll is getting
God.
popular in Inazuma.
Rock and roll.
Yeah! All right, let's all take a short break before we get into the next section. Take a look at today's second redemption code.
Yeah!
All right.
Fun.
Hey!
Okay, I hear that a musical tour is coming to Inazuma, and the organizer is none other than Arataki Ito himself. Max, would you like to tell us more about it?
It would be.
But I feel like we've seen half his characters recently already. We've had... Was Yumi there pretty recently? Ito was there recently. You know, Shinobi was there recently. I feel like we could have dealt with some other characters or some other regions rather than these characters that we just had in events for.
Be my absolute pleasure, compadre. So, I got a question. Does everyone still remember Dvorak?
Of
Remember
course,
the name.
he participated in last year's Lantern Rite, right?
That's right,
that guy.
Hu Tao
Yep,
and
I remember.
Shinyan performed there.
That's right. And this time, it's an epic tour for the ages organized by none other than Ito and Dvorak.
Oh my gosh, and even the concert name sounds really epic.
Yeah, yeah. No, the way he says iridescent Arataki rockin' for life tour de force of awesomeness really gives off the feeling of rock and roll.
No, it really doesn't.
And the theme of this concert is about life. Specifically, it's about a brave puppy who saved the lives of countless other creatures on the battlefield.
Aww, that's so cute.
Adorable.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I really hope the Music Festival of Life will inspire everyone to unleash their own rock and roll spirit. And I'll let you in on a little secret. Ito himself will personally be performing on the big stage.
Oh, God. I mean, I like Ito as a character. He's certainly an interesting character, but every event he's involved in just serves to make him look stupid. I don't like unintelligent people. And it's frustrating that every single time we get one of these really long named events, it's just, oh, cool, Ito's gonna do something dumb and stupid again. Can't we have some personality growth so he does something actually interesting for once or intelligent for once?
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be awesome.
Yes, it will be. And here's more exclusive news for you. Dvorak will be giving away a brand new musical instrument to our travelers
French
called
horn.
the Nightwind Horn.
Yeah, bro, it's just a French horn.
So if you enjoy playing music in real life, or especially if you enjoy playing music in the game.
Sorry, but brass instruments aren't exactly my shtick. I'm a woodwind girl.
Be sure to check it out.
I'm looking forward to seeing more amazing performances from all the great musicians out there.
Are you now? Well, since you're so excited about it and the festival, why don't you help launch the Arataki Rockin' for Life Tour to Force of Awesomeness? Yeah, I'll try to. All right, there's 3 steps to preparing for the festival. Number 1, Extreme Carnival Ensemble. We can practice getting into the flow with some rhythm games while the stage is still coming together.
Wow, those keys look really unique.
Yeah, they really are. And the second task is called the Trillion Trinket Trawl. Say that 3 times fast. The Trillion Trinket Trawl, the Trillion Trinket Trawl, the Trillion Trinket Trawl. I did it. We can't have a rockin' music festival without a rockin' venue. So, travelers will be helping Dvorak spruce it up with his list of items.
It's a piece of cake, right?
Yeah. And lastly, we have the Meeting of Melodies. Can't have a party without adoring fans, so we gotta invite fellow music lovers to come jam with us. After listening to their tunes, we can restore the missing music notes.
Oh, so we'll be able to hear them sing. That is super exciting.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the point. Music gets you pumped. And after we've rocked out to the pure spirit of music awesomeness in Inazuma, over in Mondstadt, we'll be dancing to a tense and thrilling tune.
Hold up. What do you mean by tense and thrilling?
Does it mean anything if I say, Wind Trace, Seekers and Strategy has finally arrived?
Yes! I love Wind Trace. And yeah, it can get a little tense at times.
Well, the new name implies that the game has undergone some mechanics changes, yeah?
Yeah, you're correct. That's very intuitive of you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you'll be playing hide and seek as rebels and hunters, just like
As per
before.
usual,
But
yep.
there are a few new rules. Yeah, when rebels are captured for the first time, they'll be exiled to the surveillance zone for a short period of time. Now, they will be automatically freed after their time out, but also their friends can try to help them escape the zone early. But if you get sent to jail twice, you're permanently deleted from the game.
Ooh, that does sound tense and thrilling.
Right?
And that's not all. Oh no, each round will have 6 signaling devices, which will prevent nearby rebels from disguising or concealing themselves. The rebels' goal is to repair these devices while also avoiding capture. Once they repair 4 devices, they win the match. Oh, and rebels
That
can work
sounds
together to
hard.
repair these devices. And hunters will either need to prevent the rebels from repairing the signaling devices, or they can simply eliminate their opponents.
If you team up with friends, then watching these games
That
should be a
seems
blast.
super duper hard.
She gets it.
I'd
She
rather
gets
just
it. But the
win
next
through
part is even
time.
more thrilling. When rebels are fixing a signaling device, the device being repaired will enter the high-speed signaling state. What does it mean? It means it'll give off a light visible by every player in the area. In fact, the device will even be marked on the minimap.
Ooh,
See,
okay.
I don't like that. I mean, is it not hard enough that you're standing out in the open for the hunter to see you? And if the hunter just goes between each of these devices, why they'll find players trying to get rid of the devices. So why do you have to make it even more obvious? But this big light through the air and a big thing on the map. You're making it too simple for the hunters. And too hard
so
for
that means that repairing the
others.
devices will expose your location. Oh my gosh. It's these sort of unexpected risks that can be the most nerve-wracking. This is going to be super interesting to play.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And
Just
in
makes it way
another
too
event,
difficult.
travelers will receive a rather strange commission.
What do you mean, rather strange?
What I mean is, there's a chef who's famous for using unusual ingredients, and he wants to make friends with a pyro-regisvine.
I thought they were talking about Changling.
Oh yeah, and not just a pyro-regisvine, he also wants to befriend a primo geovician, and a jade plume terror shroom, and the millennial pearl seahorse. You guys heard me the first time. Yeah, I thought you would react this way. Anyway, a chef recently returned from a trip to Natlon, and he started getting some ideas. He thought he should toughen himself up by having his own companion. You know, just like how people from Natlon have Saurian companions.
That makes sense.
What's a Saurian?
Wait, did you say that he came back from Natlon?
Listen, Damon. If you want to know the
Okay,
details, go check out the event when the Virgin is live, all right? But for now, it's time for me to introduce the gameplay.
Okay, all right. We hear you.
All right, you got it.
You got
In
it.
this challenge, you can adjust the difficulty and your negotiation strategies. If you've got the guts, then you can take on fearless difficulty. You can also talk to Ranjit to adjust the number of negotiation strategies. So if you reduce them, it amps up the challenge difficulty, giving you the perfect opportunity to test your skills.
Cool.
Both active strategies and long-term strategies are available. You can trigger active strategies at will. However, your opponent's HP and level will change depending on the number of strategies.
Was that a Geo Traveler ability? I've never seen this in my life. What is this? You're able to tie down a Regisvine? What?
That you've picked.
That's cool.
So you've got to choose your favorite strategies to come out on top. Play to your strengths.
Wow.
Noted.
And moving on, travelers should be familiar with our next event, Vibro Crystal Applications.
Ooh, it seems like the event involves connecting different vibrating crystals in order to generate different effects.
Aaron, I am so impressed by how intuitive
Did we do
you
this
are.
in Samaria last time in the desert?
That is
So much
incredible.
coming
Yeah, well, I meant it. Each round requires 2 teams. Before each battle,
this is
you
different.
can set up Vibro Crystal Harmonics plans for each of your teams. This will allow you to receive different combat buffs when you combine transmitter crystals and receiver crystals.
I remember this.
Basically, the transmitter crystal decides the trigger condition, while the receiver crystal determines the buff that your team gets as a result. By connecting them in different combinations, you can create varying harmonic effects. It's your custom buff plan.
Wow.
Spot on, Sarah Miller Cruz.
Thank you.
And you gain a harmonic point for each time that you trigger a harmonic effect. You can get even more combat bonuses if you accumulate enough harmonic points. Each challenge will have different trial characters, so you can choose the harmonic buff that works best for your team setup.
Nice.
Be sure to maximize your points if you want to exchange them for rewards.
Nice. Also, the Genius Invocation TCG event, the Forge Realms Temper, will be returning in version 4.6. The Heated Battle mode will also receive an update, so don't miss out, duelists.
And there's going to be an overflowing mastery event, so you can more easily train up the characters who need the extra boosty boost.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Max. You just did an amazing job.
That was impressive.
Thank you,
introducing all
Sarah.
that.
Thanks,
And
guys.
since you introduced so many events in one go, I feel like you deserve a little break.
You know what? Yes, you agree?
I was gonna say, I agree.
too.
I
I'll agree.
So how about now, let's check out the
last redemption code. Improvement. Welcome back, everyone. Next up, we're presenting some information about improvements for different in-game systems.
Nice.
First up, we have some updates for the Serenity Pot, such as the Quick Obtain feature. Instead of having to navigate a bunch of menus, you can use this feature to put all missing furnishings into a queue, where you can use one click to purchase any missing components and then craft your desired
That is
piece.
very handy. I like
Ooh,
this.
that does actually sound very convenient.
So convenient, so
I don't use the
convenient.
pot,
The
but that would
avatar
be
system
useful.
will also be updated, so you'll be able to use more portraits of your familiar friends as your profile display.
Oh,
that's fun.
Oh, that mask is Hanachiru Sato, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there's Arama
You bet.
and the Thunderbird and Rue, and more. This is amazing.
So many more. I'm sure lots of travelers like them. Treasure compasses have also been updated. Its markers will be displayed on both the large map and the mini map. The compasses will also include information about different map layers.
Sweet.
Way more intuitive.
Mm-hmm. It's time to eradicate all the maps with 99% exploration progress.
Heck yeah!
Exploration!
Eradication!
That's
Now
like
that we've
cheating.
gone over some updates to the game systems, it's time to talk about some Genshin Impact soundtrack news.
Let's go music!
Yeah, that's right. Genshin Impact's third Fontaine OST, Cantus Aeternus, will debut during version 4.6. This album features original music created by the Hoyo Mix team for the new region of Fontaine and related content.
Ooh, yeah.
Music is my favorite!
So hyped.
Oh no, y'all! It looks like there's nothing left for us to present. I know. So I think that means it's time for this special program to come to a close.
Say it's not so.
Is there anything else that y'all would like to share with all the travelers who are watching?
What? We need to have an answer right now in this moment?
It's okay, you've got
now.
this. You've got this.
Okay, I'll make
go.
it easy and just be very selfish and say that I'm just so incredibly excited for Arlecchino. We did a lot of work with her. I think she's really cool, and I can't wait for everyone else to see how cool she is.
She's so cool.
Totally.
She's so freaking cool, and I love the whole quest and everything secret that I can't talk about right now. But I am also really excited for that and Linny's involvement in said things, and that's all I'm gonna say right now, guys.
It's so hard to talk about this without spoiling anything, but I'm
know.
so excited for you guys to experience this concert. It is so good, and all I can say is that I had more fun recording for this part of Genshin Impact than I've had in a long time recording. So,
Oh my gosh,
it's gonna
that's
be
Interesting.
amazing. Wow, I'm excited for all of those things too, and I'm also really pumped for the Wind Trace Festival because I love it so much. And it sounds like there's a ton of awesome things coming in version 4.6, so I hope everyone's excited.
Yes, I am.
Yay! Wow, okay, I just have to say, this was so fun being here with you today.
I'm so
y'all.
glad I got to be here with you guys.
This was
Guys,
such a great
thank you.
time. So thanks for being here, and I think that's all we've got for this program. So we will see you all in game.
See you guys in the
Bye.
game.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
I love you.
Alrighty, so it seems we finally have something interesting to do in the game. So we finally get the landmass in the middle there that we've been wanting. I didn't realize it was petrichor, but yeah, that does make sense. I'm looking forward to going into the ruins of Remuria. We all know, well, you should know by now, that I like ancient ruins and stuff like that. So being able to go into some sort of ancient lost civilization or lost capital is very intriguing to me. So I hope that we're going to have some good times delving into the depths of Remuria. That looks very exciting. I don't know that Ito's event looks exciting at all. I mean, Ito's always fun, I guess. So, you know, there'll be laughs along the way, I'm sure. But his events, they're not always my favorite. But it'd be interesting to do the Knave's story quest as well. I know I'm a bit behind on the story quests, and that's okay. But it does look like there is going to be some interesting content there. And her battle is definitely giving me... That's a good point, actually. It's giving me La Senora vibes. But La Senora was also fire, was pyro. Why do they have 2 Fatui battles that are both pyro? I know that there are 11 harbingers, but you don't have 11 trounce domains. So you could have shared the elements out amongst the characters, no? But I suppose on the flip side, you can't actually get La Senora as a character in your team, a playable character. So I guess maybe it's why Arlecchino was pyro? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just getting La Senora vibes. But like, La Senora was prettier, so... Anyway, it'll be interesting to see her story quest and how it unfolds with her and Remine going, you know, head to head. That should be very interesting. So yeah, lots of exciting things and some less exciting things to do in this next update. I'm pretty excited for it and I can't wait for it to come out.